Hello, this is Renee, and Tom and I are on the Ultimate World Cruise, and we're going to cruise through Prince Christian Sound. Have you ever felt the pull of nature so strongly that it left you breathless? That overwhelming desire to witness something so pure, so untouched that it redefines your sense of wonder? That's what actually happens when you cruise through Prince Christian Sound. Today, Tom and I are going to show you why this journey is a must and what's at stake if you let this opportunity slip away.
We are going to go around this iceberg, so the best view will be on our port side in the beginning. So again, iceberg coming up on our port side, we're changing course to a little circumnavigation. Thank you.
We got to see a whale. Prince Christian Sound is nestled between the mainland of Greenland and the islands to its south. Prince Christian Sound is an awe-inspiring waterway in the southern Greenland that serves as a dramatic passageway that connects Labrador Sea to Imur Sea. The sound is not just a geographical feature, but a living chronicle of Earth's ancient history. The sound is named after Prince Christian of Denmark, who was later ascended to the throne as King Christian VIII, who holds a significant place in both history and geography. Stretching over 100 kilometers, or approximately 62 miles, Prince Christian Sound is a narrow winding fjord that slices through the towering mountains and glaciers. The journey through the sound is like stepping back into time, as each turn reveals landscapes that have been largely untouched for thousands of years. The fjord's steep cliffs rise dramatically from the water, often shrouded in mist, creating a surreal and otherworldly atmosphere. And we'll get to see that later.
Very good morning again, ladies and gentlemen, Captain Stig, and we are now in the approaches to Prince Christian Sound. On our port bow you can see some red buildings, and that was originally a radio station. It is not manned any longer. We are incredibly lucky with the weather. Looks like we are going to have a fantastic day cruising through this spectacular passage through the bottom of Greenland. So please enjoy every single moment of it. Thank you.
The history of Prince Christian Sound is intertwined with the stories of explorers, traders, and indigenous people who have navigated these waters for centuries. It was so peaceful, quiet, crisp, and clear in the fjords.
Very good morning again, ladies and gentlemen. We are now coming up on the first glacier here on our starboard side. The natives call it just the South Glacier. So it's coming up on our starboard side. Further up in the sound we have another glacier where we actually can approach inside and make a turn. But that's still at least another hour and a half ahead of us.
With an hour-and-a-half break, we decided to have some lunch. And it is the birthday of Serenade of the Seas today. 21 years old.
Directly in front of the ship in a few minutes. And we will try to go in as close as I can and then make a turn. Wait a little bit and see if there is any action.
All throughout the day, our cameras just can't capture the full beauty of these scenes. Even our eyes are overwhelmed by it. The significance of the sound extends beyond human history. The fjord is a testament to the Earth's geological past. The towering mountains that flank the sound were formed millions of years ago, shaped by tectonic forces and volcanic activity. Over the millennia, glaciers have carved out deep, narrow valleys that define the sound today. These glaciers, some of which still flow into the fjord, are remnants of the last ice age. As they slowly advance and retreat, they leave behind a record of the Earth's climatic changes.
We are now approaching this beautiful glacier ahead of us. while you will see another glacier that will be coming up on our starboard side. So the plan is to go in here, we will slowly turn the ship around, we will put out our chief officer with crew in the rescue boat to take pictures of the ship in front of this beautiful glacier.
The fjord also creates a clear distinction between the highlands of the mainland and the more fragmented insular landscapes to the south. The sound connects the eastern and western coasts of southern Greenland, providing a rare and navigable route through the region dominated by harsh, icy conditions. The waters of the Sound are relatively calm compared to the open ocean, protected by the surrounding cliffs and mountains, which make it a favorable route for ships. Prince Christian Sound is renowned for its dramatic waterfalls, which are one of the many natural highlights of this stunning fjord. Every time you turned around, there was a waterfall. The waterfalls are fed by the melting glaciers and the high-altitude snowfields that surround the area. The cliffs along Prince Christian Sound are incredibly steep, with some rising over 1,000 meters above sea level. This verticality creates waterfalls with long sheer drops where water tumbles hundreds of meters down into the fjord below. The sight of these thin silver streams of water against the dark rock is both beautiful and mesmerizing. Do you see that line of demarcation in the water? That is typically referred to as meltwater interface or freshwater seawater interface. Freshwater is less dense than the seawater and it tends to float on top of the saltwater, creating a distinct layer or stratification in the water column. This can create a sharp boundary where the two types of water meet, often visible as a line or zone in the water. The geography here is nothing short of spectacular.
Passing the village of Untouched on our starboard side. About 150 people living here, and must be one of the most remote places on Earth. Some big icebergs still around, coming off the glaciers. Big flat one on the port side, and some other ones on our starboard side here as we make a turn. We'll be outside in open waters in about 2 hours from now. Thank you.
It felt like all day long we were running from port to starboard to the front of the ship to get the best views. But the best views were everywhere. Every glacier in the Sound tells a story of the Earth's distant past. The ice compressed over thousands of years holds within it particles of the ancient atmosphere, providing scientists with clues about past climate conditions. The glaciers also serve as a stark reminder of the ongoing changes in our environment as the global temperature rises and these glaciers are retreating. The landscape of the Sound is changing. The fjord, therefore, is not only a journey through time, but it is also a glimpse into the future. As the glaciers slowly advance and retreat, they leave a record behind of the Earth's changes. As evening fell, we sailed out of the Sound, greeted by a thick, mystical fog, and the fog wrapped around us like a blanket, adding to the sense of mystery and closure to our journey. The evening's entertainment provided a perfect counterpoint to the day's adventure. Make sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more adventures from every corner of the globe. Here's our itinerary for the next 4 ports. Hey everyone, I'm thrilled to announce that my very first children's book is now published. Join Alphanet or Al, our adventurous elephant, as he sets sails on an exciting journey across the seas. Can't wait for you all to meet Al and join him on his nautical adventures, and thank you all for your support, and I hope you and your little ones enjoy reading it as much as I enjoyed writing it. I'll leave a link in the description below.